Hi, I'm Barb Thomas. I'm a parishioner here at St. John's. I was privileged to be one of your capital campaign co-chairs and one of your parish trustees, and I'm so excited to have the opportunity to talk to you today and to give you a little tour of what's going on here at St. John's and our renovation. I am standing right in front of our new baptismal font, and as you can see, or maybe not see, but I'll tell you that it's octagonal. Now, why octagonal? Well, I learned that it's octagonal because of the 8th day. And I'm sure Father Carlson will teach us more about that significance and something for you to look forward to. It will be a full immersion baptismal font, which is super exciting, and how perfect that we'll have that at St. John the Baptist. Our next stop on our tour is going to be our Adoration Chapel. Okay, we're about to go into our new Adoration Chapel. Now, the cool thing about our new Adoration Chapel is it's going to be bigger. We're hoping to seat somewhere up to 16 people as we go into the new Adoration Chapel, and as we kind of turn the corner and go into our beautiful, almost beautiful Adoration Chapel. It's going to be beautiful. You can see already that magnificent things that are happening here. Now, of course, this is where our monstrance will be. How beautiful will that be? And then beside the monstrance on either side are beautiful statues of Our Lady and Baby Jesus, as well as St. Joseph. And I might be confusing my sides, but Father was making sure we get that right. The really wonderful thing about these statues is that we know that these particular statues were actually in long ago, before I even came, parishioner of 25 years, in the basement church of the school. Right? Did I say that right? In the basement church of the school. So going a long, long time ago, we've actually seen pictures of these statues in some wedding photos from some of our parishioners who have just been with us for a very, very long time. So it's just so neat that we could still have those available to us. One of the other really wonderful things that we hope to do is to also utilize some other parts of our old church. And I'm going to show you all of that as we continue our tour. Remember, this is going to be much larger and see a lot more. Also, beautifully handicap accessible, so we're pretty excited about that too. Our next stop is going to be our new restroom and our library. So, and right now, I am in the doorway of one of our new handicap accessible restrooms. Probably it's hard to kind of tell where I actually am in the church proper, but as I begin to walk along, you'll see that in just a moment, I'm going to be passing our sacristy. So kind of put your head around that. Where is our sacristy? And that is not changing. So our sacristy continues to be exactly in the same place that it has always been. So you can kind of tell that it's going to be great to have this extra restroom, very easily accessible from the back of the church. Of course, it's always a great idea to continue to use the bathrooms that will always be in our gathering space. So remember that. At this point in time, I'm turning into our brand new Sacred Heart Library. Why Sacred Heart Library? Well, if you'll remember or just look next time you're at Mass, you will see our beautiful Sacred Heart of Jesus. That wonderful, wonderful statue is going to be wonderfully, beautifully positioned in this library. What's the library for? Well, it is a library, but it can also serve us as a small meeting room, which is going to be great just to have extra opportunities to come together. The other thing we're going to do is hopefully utilize the old doors of our church as accents in this room. So just imagine the beauty of that. And it's going to be along this back, right behind me in this back wall. And this is a nice big space, right? This is going to be great. We'll have the opportunity again to have a library, to have a meeting space. So also just awesome. So I know you've been waiting to get a peek at what's happening in the sanctuary. Next up, we're going to look at what's happening to the windows. Well, now we are in our sanctuary. You can see our pews still here, waiting for their finishing touches. But behind me, I'm sure you'll notice that these are our new windows. They've already been put in place. We have just one or two more of the yellow windows to replace, but alas, that is right on our tail. We're going to be doing that very, very soon. And then, of course, once our brand new, most beautiful stained glass windows are going to be completed, those will be installed. In fact, the window that I am standing right in front of will be St. John the Baptist pointing towards the altar and, of course, Jesus. You'll remember that one of the wonderful things we're able to do is to tell the story of St. John the Baptist's life through our stained glasses. So that is what's going on right here, right now. And last but not least, I'd like to show you about the construction that's happening in our new confessionals. I'm actually now standing in our new handicap accessible confessional. If you think about where we're at, well, we are in our new back of the church. So the gathering space is that way. There we go. The gathering space is right over there. And to my right, your left, is our side entrance door. So you can kind of get an idea of how very convenient this is located, again, in the back of our new church. This is a nice space for our confessions. And again, so nice that we're able to make it handicap accessible. So as we kind of complete our tour today, what I would just invite you to do is to take a peek through the new windows. First and foremost, please continue to pray for our wonderful parish, St. John the Baptist. Join me in that prayer as we continue as a beautiful community to walk forward in faith. It's been nice chatting with you. Again, it's Barb Thomas, and it's just been my pleasure to have the opportunity to give you a tour of our construction underway.